Hey, it's Jeff Green. Thanks for tuning in to my video blog today. Today's topic, we're going to talk about our current economic expansion and where we are in that expansion. Stick around. So, as of the end of June, our current economic expansion is 8 years old, which is the third longest since the end of World War II. This is, of course, according to the folks at the National Bureau of Economic Research, which marked an end to the Great Recession at the end of June of 2009. Just so you know, quick reference, the National Bureau of Economic Research, these are the folks that make the calls on expansions, recoveries, and recessions. And they do that with data compiled such as industrial production, sales, employment, and income. So, including the current economic recovery that we're in, there have been 12 such recoveries since the end of World War II. Our current 8-year recovery is 96 months long, and there have been 2 that are longer than our current recovery. One was in 1991, it lasted 120 months, and the other was in 1961 that lasted 106 months. The shortest expansion that we had lasted only 12 months. That was in 1980. Most folks attributed that to then Fed Chairman Paul Volcker raising rates too rapidly and too quickly to curb what had been years of high inflation. So with this short explanation out of the way, you might be asking yourself a couple of things. One, what's this mean to me? What's this mean to my investments? Or two, and I get this a lot, hey Jeff, this economic expansion, this recovery is a little long in the tooth. When's the next recession coming? Are we close? Well, bear markets do correlate very closely with recessions, and expansions do eventually come to an end. This is a given. But what they don't do is die of old age. Historically, what leads to the end of an economic expansion are excesses in our economy, such as the tech boom of the 1990s, or the housing boom, which we experienced the last decade, or the Fed raising rates too quickly, too fast, which really discourages spending and discourages lending as well. So one of the hallmarks of this current expansion is its very slow, boring pace. And if you haven't experienced any of the benefits of this current economic expansion, there's one silver lining out there for you. Because it's been so slow, because it has been so boring, it has not created that euphoria of economic activity, which leads to the excesses in our economy, which leads to typically the end of the expansion and a then recession. It's also made the Fed quite cautious, and they have been very, very slow and very cautious to raise rates. They've been tapping on the brakes very, very lightly. So my crystal ball gets fuzzy right about 8:30 when the market opens, so I'm not going to try to predict the next recession for you. But what I will say is this: most of the leading economic indicators out there point to a very, very low probability of a recession, at least anytime too soon. So remember, stay the course. Hey, so thanks for tuning into my video blog today. Remember, any questions or concerns on this or anything else you want to ask us, shoot us an email, give us a call. Thanks and have a great day.